Closed captioning for The Casey Malone Show is sponsored by Hunter Stevens Land Title Agency. Integrity, service, and commitment you can trust.
Oh yeah, Casey Malone is serving up local. It's time for the stories of our region, the tastes, the sights, the sounds, and the people in and around the valley. Get ready for some local flavor on the Casey Malone Show.
Today we enjoy Caribbean cuisine at Tebow's on Market Street in Boardman. And before the season ends, order pierogi from Holy Trinity Ukrainian Church. But first, schnitzel with a twist.
You better come on in my kitchen.
Today I'm going to prepare for you a very traditional dish, schnitzel. It is easy, it is economical, and it is extremely versatile. My twist is instead of breadcrumbs, I am going to be using instant potato flakes, like what you use for instant mashed potatoes. It makes the dish gluten-free, and then when you fry it up, it has a really nice crispiness, and it just adds a little bit of a different flavor to it. You can use chicken, you can use veal cutlets. I think this would even be good with fish, but today I'm gonna use a very thin cut, boneless pork chop. And boy, when you see how easy this is and how quickly it comes together, schnitzel will be served at your home quite a bit. So let's go over the ingredients and we'll make my schnitzel. For this recipe, you'll need 4 to 6 boneless, thin-cut pork chops, chicken breasts, or veal cutlets, 2 eggs beaten, 1 cup of instant potato flakes, 1/4 cup Romano cheese grated, 1/2 teaspoon of garlic salt, 1/4 cup of canola oil, sea salt, chopped parsley, and lemon wedges for serving. As you can see, the pork chops are very, very thin, and there's very little fat on them. So what I did was, I just laid them out on some plastic wrap to protect them. And they are pretty thin now, but I'd like them to go about 1/4 of an inch. And I think these are about 1/2 inch. So make sure when you take your mallet, you use the flat side because we're not tenderizing it. We are just trying to make it thinner. So we're gonna beat that down a little bit. And it really doesn't take much. So now we're going to get things ready for the dip. These are the instant potato flakes. They also have them in different flavors if you want garlic or things like that. These are just plain. 1 cup. And then I wanted to add a little bit of a flavor to it. So I'm going to add just a 1/2 teaspoon of garlic salt. And then I think this is always a nice thing to add, just a little bit of Romano cheese. So I'm gonna add that to this. And then you just whisk it together. And this will be what we are going to bread with. Now before we begin the dunking procedure, make sure that we use some salt and pepper on both sides of the pork or chicken or whatever you're making. And we are going to just season them. We just want to make sure we get some salt and pepper on these, and we'll do both sides. So now we're ready to dredge and dunk. So we'll take the pork, put it in with the egg, and then it's a little messy. And then what we really want to do is make sure that the potato flakes adhere. So just press it in really, really well. So I have a large skillet and I preheated the oil medium high. You don't want it to be too high because it will really sizzle. And we're only looking at like 2 minutes each side. It is a very quick fry because this is a very thin piece of meat. So we lay that in. You don't want to overcrowd it, but I think I can get 3 in here. And just watch your timer. And in 2 minutes, we'll flip them. So I made some homemade coleslaw,
Cool.
and
Yeah.
I know you
It
like
looks
the
good.
schnitzel.
I love the
and
schnitzel.
It is really good, and it's so easy. You saw how quickly it came together. I like to add just a little more lemon. Oop.
Okay.
Okay, if
Sure.
you want. But you could add hot sauce, and you know what I was thinking, Ken? This
What was
would
that?
make a really good sandwich, like on a bun, and then you put some
Got
coleslaw.
bread right over
And if you want, I mean, because it's a nice size.
Sure.
And let's see how we did. What are you going to be drinking with yours?
I'm going to have the Dude beer I got from White Russian Imperial Stout from Birdfish and West Side Bowl.
Right. We went to
That
the
was,
Big Lebowski.
that was last weekend.
Pretty
Yeah.
fun.
Anytime I can drink beer before noon, I'm game.
All right.
But,
Are you
we
gonna
got to try this?
Well,
Okay,
yeah,
sure.
That's part
That's
of the
why I'm here,
thing.
right?
Right.
That's part of the job.
I mean, it's light. I think it's delicious.
That crust is really good.
I know, and it's gluten free, but you know, this would be good for a fish fry. This would be good.
You try
The
your
veal, the chicken. I mean, this is a really good alternative to breadcrumbs, and it's gluten free. And cheers to you. I'm having
It
some.
still has the crunch, too.
I'm having a Sauvignon Blanc from Prophecy.
Okay.
Very good price point.
Cheers.
Very nice with this light dish.
Here's to you.
Cheers, dude.
Thanks for having me on.
Okay.
Were you like leaning in for a kiss right there?
Yeah.
All right. Sure.
The dude. All right, cheers, and go to my website, and it just says schnitzel. Look for the recipe.
This is good.
And I'm guaranteeing that you are going to make this a lot, because it is so versatile. Cheers.
The Casey Malone Show will be right back with more local flavor.
Kamara Jewelers is the place to buy an engagement ring because we want a relationship with you that lasts a lifetime. Your commitment with her is the same commitment we have to you.
We want to sit down with you and teach you about diamonds so you're educated on what you're buying. We have the largest selection we ever have, which is the largest in the area, and at the best value. And if it's not something in our case, we could always custom make it. We can make any dream come true.
Get real, get Kamara.
Rulli Brothers has a great choice of quality cheeses. We use our relationship with Old Road Houses to specially select the product and then have it custom cut and packaged by our own local artisans. At Rulli Brothers Market, our family is in the store.
Join the Isle and Purple Cat family. Employment opportunities are available. Given is living. Join the Isle and Purple Cat family. Employment opportunities are available at $13 an hour. Given is living.
To own a business where your name's on the window can be pretty cool. That's my family. My name is Danny Catullo, and I'm the owner of Catullo Prime Meats. My grandfather started the business in 1962. I was able to take our old-style butcher shop and bring it out to the new age using e-commerce to get our products to more customers. When we started shipping, there was not a ton of information out there. That's where we really worked with FedEx so they could be able to help us with our perishable shipping. We were taking on new purchases that we never had to make before. Boxes, coolers, ice packs, anything that was involved around shipping. So we can no longer do this with the cash that we had on hand. So because of the Plum Card from American Express and all of its benefits, it was a natural fit to help grow our business. And when someone calls and lets you know that you made their dinner, that's satisfaction that you can't get anywhere else.
I'm Elizabeth Bernard. For more than 30 years, I've provided our Valley with sound legal advice. My associate Jennifer Rigetti and I will be your legal representatives if you're involved in a car, truck, or motorcycle accident. Don't try to handle it yourself. We'll navigate the red tape of dealing with doctors, medical insurance, and all the obstacles that you'll face. Remember, there are no upfront fees on personal injury cases, and hiring a lawyer does not mean you have to go to court.
Call attorney Elizabeth Bernard, local legal experience for more than 30 years. family-owned Mayflower Woolham Insurance Group is your full-service independent agency. Our family works with a variety of insurance companies, so you have the best choices for your insurance needs. Let us find the right product at the right price. Personal lines, business, farm, commercial insurance, life insurance. Trust locally owned Mayflower Woolham. You focus on what's important.
We'll take care of the details.
Mayflower Woolham, close by with 3 locations to serve you.
The parishioners at Holy Trinity Ukrainian Catholic Church have been making and selling their pierogi for 50 years. It is their largest fundraiser. 4 days a week, dedicated volunteers peel, cook, mash, and roll potatoes, make the dough, roll and cut it, then pinch and cook endless amounts. Their devotion to their church exemplifies the will of the people of the Ukraine in their fight against Russia. So, Bill, are you a lifelong member here at
Yes, I
Holy
am.
Trinity?
I'm a councilman at Holy Trinity.
Oh, you're a councilman?
Yes.
So your family belonged here and now you belong here?
Both my parents are from Ukraine, and they come over to this country, and I go to this church and St. Anne's also.
And what have you learned? It looks like you're on dough duty.
I learned the one good thing about doing the dough is I use the expression, the right hand knows what the left hand's doing.
Okay.
Which means that you work with people here, these gentlemen here, that when you're doing something and they see you struggling, they know what's...
They immediately step in.
Immediately, we don't even have to talk, and I can't hear anyway. So.
How long have you been volunteering down here? Because they need the help.
Yeah, I know. They guilted me into it, actually, so about 3 years.
And what is your day job?
I'm retired.
Oh, man. What did you do?
I worked at the post office.
You did?
Yeah, so I've been retired about 8 years now.
And
Must
what
be
was the
6,000.
learning curve on the dough when you started here?
Well, I don't do the dough. I don't make the dough, so I don't know what they do. I just come over here and cut the circles and roll them out.
You ever pinch?
I pinch. Yeah, when we're done here, I'll go, and I'm not the best pincher, but as long as you don't care what they look like, I'm willing to pinch.
As long as they taste good. Let's see, Mary. I'm going to ask you for proper technique here. I'm going to take a ball, little potato ball.
Yes, and you just fold it over like that. I kind of smash down a little bit.
Okay.
And then you just pinch. I made 100 of these on Monday at home.
Okay, so who is the fastest stuffer here? You guys ever time it? On your mark, get set, go. Okay.
Finished. Whoop. We go
Mary,
we go around twice.
oh,
yeah, it don't take long.
Mary. That's right.
Casey, do you make these at home?
No, I do not, although I should try. Well, you remember Fast Freddy. He is on the cooking duty. We are about to cook. Now that we've pinched 5 dozen pierogi, right?
No, there's what? There's
250.
250 pierogies, so divide that by 12, and that's what you get per batch. All right, now, now the important thing is here you want to stir these, and you got to stir them from the outside, and you want to make sure you don't break them, but you don't want them sticking to the bottom, but you got to be very careful here.
Because right now they're all in that strainer.
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
Okay, so we got to do this real easy. Sometimes it's easy just to poke them or stab them, then you end up with broken ones. But the thing is, you want to go from the outside and just keep them moving. And once the water starts boiling, it'll keep them moving too.
How long do you have to boil them?
You know what? This is a feel sight thing.
Oh, okay.
You know they're done when you look at them. As soon as that covers that, then just pour that water in there, and then it'll go. Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead.
There you go. That's good.
Oh, saving it.
Fred calls me over when he's done cooking.
Okay.
I
So what would you be called? The cooler? Or the chiller?
The chiller.
You're the chiller.
The chiller.
Okay. He's chilling.
the chiller.
Okay. All right.
So he's done cooking. He calls me over. I shake the water off, drop it in here. Okay, now those are iced.
So you also have a little retail here.
Correct.
So you're in charge of gathering for the retail locations.
Well,
It's just packing in general. So we'll pack for the retail stores. We'll do that first, and then we'll pack for the workers out there. They get a little discount when they come out here and work on theirs.
And seasonally, when is the active pierogi time where you guys are making them?
Well, we normally start, we cut the short this year, John?
In total amount?
No, in the season, when it started and when it ends?
We've knocked a week or two off the beginning, and now we're ending on May 25th as opposed to going into June.
Ukraine strong. I absolutely love those nails. We've seen a lot of the Ukrainian church members on the news talking about, Russia's invasion of the Ukraine. What is your diocese doing, to send aid overseas?
Well, one of the things that, we caution everybody about is, all the scams, and anytime, unfortunately, when there's hardship, there's scams coming up. What we publish is this right here. We go through the diocese in Philadelphia, so if anybody would like to donate, this is a safe one that we're using here in our church.
Slava Ukraina, Heroyam Slava. And what we're talking about is glory to Ukraine and glory to the heroes. So, especially at this time with Ukraine in such turmoil, with Putin, it just breaks my heart because we are both we were born in Germany after the Second World War, and my parents are from the western part of Ukraine. So it's very strong in us.
You girls have the radio show, and you have a large listenership, and I'm just wondering, how the people feel when they listen to the music, of the Ukraine and under these circumstances.
I try to play some music that is geared to a little background, like tell stories. This is my story, my history. Sometimes when I do play it, I kind of get teary-eyed and I have to hold it back. But, it is what it is. And, we have to pray. We pray for Ukraine. We pray for the soldiers. I'm getting too much. We need to help them. We need to help the people who are in dire need. It's hard. It's hard to talk about it. But, we just pray. We have our church. We're very dedicated, for sure.
We'll be right back with more local flavor.
I am here with Rude the Dude at the Magic Tree Pub and Eatery. What is happening?
Nothing. We just finished off last year strong with all of our parties in the banquet room. So we're starting already to book parties this spring in the banquet room also. We got a couple things we're working on for outside in the parking lot, a couple different big events that we'd like to put on this year for everybody. So we're starting the year out strong and starting to get ready.
Oh, looking forward to spring. And don't forget, you're looking for those local beers? They are right here on tap at the Magic Tree. And I gotta tell you, this Nitro Brew coffee is made right here.
Yeah, we make this in-house with our roasted beans from the Youngstown Coffee Company. So we support local coffee, beer, and food.
Oh man, always something happening right here. Go to their website, magictreepubandeatery.com, and find out more.
Donate now. GavaCamp has a generous family that will match every dollar you donate. Help us build a barrier-free educational camp for our friends with special needs. Visit our website or call for more details. Giving is living.
Rulli Brothers is way ahead of the competition. Check out Rulli Spice World, where you can buy bulk herbs and spices, plus candies, nuts, and fillings for pennies on the dollar. At Rulli Brothers Market, our family is in the store.
I'm all about local, and my bank is Farmers National Bank. Farmers is the true hometown bank in the Mahoning Valley, standing strong for our local families and businesses since 1887. Farmers is also future-focused with a lab branch, interactive teller machines, and best-in-class mobile mortgage app. We've all learned the value of local relationships, businesses, and communities. Switch to Farmers. Gaten Thompson is the owner, the proprietor here at Tebow's Caribbean Cuisine. And you and I have been around for a long time together, running in the same circles.
In the same circles, yeah.
Yes, we have.
Yeah.
And you know, you've been in numerous restaurants between Cleveland and Youngstown and after you left Jamaica. But how does it feel to finally make, you know, the food of your youth and have your own restaurant now?
It's a blessing, you know. We don't, you know, we use the term dream come true, but I realize if we dreaming, we're still sleeping.
And you opened up during COVID.
During COVID, you know, it was one of the opportunity with my brother and my friend. You know, when I called them up and I run the idea, let's do it. And they were like, not even a question about it, because we all was home. You know, and as far as the restaurant go to, you know, we always wanted to, you know, because working in the restaurant business, that's how we met each other at James Tavern in Cleveland. And we both have the background in the restaurants. Mm-hmm. And we always thought about doing one.
Yeah.
You know, the funny thing, when we moved to Youngstown in 2000, I tried to get the Piatt Street Diner down before it was, I tried to get that. You know, so there's a lot of little things before that we always want to do, a restaurant.
Do you make your own jerk spice?
Yes, in the Highlands, everywhere, every home or even every restaurant you go to have their own spice.
So they have their own little mixture. What must be in a jerk to be an authentic jerk?
Hot pepper.
Hot pepper.
Hot pepper. Scotch bonnet.
Scotch bonnet must be in it.
Yes.
Talk to me about like the cabbage. Where does that cabbage come from? That's a very Irish thing, you know.
Well, you know, Muggsy told me I'm part Irish. The Jamaican coleslaw is not pineapple. It's a little bit more like just cut up cabbage with the carrots. And then we just use a little bit of vinegar, salt and pepper, and a touch of sugar. That's in the Jamaican coleslaw. It's as simple as that. But this one is the pineapple coleslaw.
Yes, I love that. That's
okay,
very
this
good.
is the regular coleslaw, and we put pineapple in it because we island.
And then your cucumber salad, is that native?
All the dishes all the salad make fresh every morning. Like even just now, I told him not to. I just make these. It's going into the evening, you know, like the mango salsa and stuff.
Yes.
It's just made fresh. We make it every morning.
Fresh mangoes.
Fresh
tomatoes.
mango. No, not tomatoes. Red and green pepper, pineapple, ginger. The oxtail.
So the oxtail, is this one of your most famous dishes?
Yeah, it sells just as much as the jerk chicken.
It is so succulent. It is so good. It is so. It just wraps you like a blanket. It's that. I love it. I love it.
My wife said it's like neck bone and steroids.
It's what?
Neck bone and steroids.
Yes.
So yeah, so the oxtail is like, it's like bones, but it got so much, we call it like, you know, so much love. It's like it's like so tender.
It is so tender. How long do you have to cook it to get it that tender?
Each batch is different. You know, some tails are tougher than others.
Yes.
So you just have to see the
low and slow.
Yeah, low and slow. So I'm gonna say on the average it takes about 3.5 hours to cook.
Of all these dishes, which is your favorite?
the oxtail. My wife said it's heart attack on a plate.
How did you wind up in Ohio from Jamaica? How was that journey?
The funny thing, there wasn't any mystery. You know, I know my aunt lived in Cleveland, and my mom moved to Cleveland from Sarasota, Florida. And when she decided to take us from Jamaica, we moved straight from Jamaica to the winter, to Cleveland. Welcome to Ohio. So, you know, and for the most part, you know what? We love it. I love it. I love it in Ohio. I love the Four Seasons. Life's great. Life is good. You know, I met my wife, and probably the best thing ever happened to me. You know, my mom, the first day my mom met her, my mom tell her to run.
She didn't listen to your mom.
And you know what? I'm very grateful that she didn't listen. Because she been the best thing that happened to me.
The Casey Malone Show is sponsored in part by Denise and John York and the DeBartolo Corporation.